surface and the new layout at Adria Raceway, which is just situated near the main track in Adria as well. So then, the juniors heading their way onto the circuit. 7 laps of racing to look forward to. The way the grid lines up for this one is as follows. He's got Luca Lystra to start from pole position in kart number 15. Alongside him will be number 33, which is Jason Ferrate. Back on row number 2, we then have the likes of Tijman van der Helm and Have Hansemeyer there as well. Then we see on row number 3 the likes of Mike van Voot and Marcel Schamax. Row 4 is headed by Sylvester Alexajarvis with Pietro Wisnicki alongside an all-Polish row number 4. Then to row number 5 we've got the local lad Josep Vella, the Spaniard, looking to do well on home turf. Alongside him we've got Bent Valant. Just outside the top 10, the likes of Mads Rice lines up on the inside of row 6. And then back from that, we've got Kubi Pools. On to row number 7, it's going to be Gazi Caesar and Luca Nurmi. Row 8 then has the likes of the Brit Lewis Gilbert and Vladimir Eriksson. On to row number 9, it's going to be Alexander Deserbekian with Papshin Krejceveld alongside. On to row number 10, we then have the Dutch racer Rick Bethorn and Jan Malacek. On to row 11 for the juniors, it's going to be Bent Tujon and Hugo Gazil. Row 12 is headed by Guilherme de Oliveira with Frederick Juric alongside. Row 13 then sees Leventi Lezaconsi and Christopher Sasha, the Danish racer. And towards the back of the grid in 27th place will be that of Ali Largim to round out the runners within the junior class. And if you're watching on Telemundi Media, you can see how much work the drivers are having to do to get the warmth into the tyres. They know it's cold today. They know the car may well suffer, so they're going to have to work those tyres vigorously throughout these 2 warm-up laps, and they're going to be very, very close together, as you can see as well. Near enough a bit of contact there, but the juniors know what they're doing. They've done this now for a couple of years. They may be new to the Rotax scene, but they're not new to karting, I can tell you that. There are a few out there who are taking part in their first races here this weekend, but the majority do know what they're doing and are up for a good battle on track here this weekend. So it's going to be the first of the junior heats we have for you here this weekend, with Luca Lystra doing the best job yesterday in qualifying to start all of his heats and all of the junior heats from pole position. Jason Ferrate is a man alongside. He'll be looking to try and get the best of the swoops around the outside at turn number 1. And then back from that we have, as we said, Tijman van der Helm and Have Hansemeyer on the second row of the grid. Quite a few poles in the field this year, which is good to see. The Polish races coming through all aspire to be like their local hero Robert Kubica, who raced Formula 1, of course, and in rally in recent years. But here we go then for the juniors. 7 laps of action to look forward to, all in good formation across the line. They're bumping and boring, but the race is now underway as they head down towards the first corner. Great start there from Luca Lystra in pole position. He's going to be hassled though by the man from the second row, which is going to be Tijman van der Helm. All get their way through safely by the looks of it. Oh no, in fact there's a few spinners I can see off camera down at turn number 1, but they're going to rejoin, try and pick up who they were. But it's going to be our pole man that leads the way on towards the right-hander at turns 4 and 5. Behind him, as we said, is going to be Tijman van der Helm, the Dutch racer, but he's under attack here from Mike van Voot, who's come through from row number 3 up into 3rd place. So a great start from Mike van Voot. What can he do down at the end of the back straight? Not looking for a move just yet. They are your top 3. 4th place then looks to be Jason Ferrate. Really lost out from being on the outside running towards the first corner, but he's still there or thereabouts, and he's got a little bit of time ahead of him to try and make up those positions as he works his way onto the back straight for the first time. Top 3 though head their way down and off the back straight, and let's see if there's going to be any moves from the leaders. Doesn't look like it, but Luca Lystra under immense pressure already from our second place man Tijman van der Helm. Looks for the inside line down towards the first corner. He's going to get the run, he's going to get the place. He pushes wide there slightly, Luca Lystra, but there was enough room just about left there for Tijman van der Helm to go through. But then can Luca Lystra fight back? Not quite. Get very close for 3rd place as well, where we see Mike van Voot, Jason Ferrate, Marcel Schamax and Have Hansemeyer, as I said, returning for another season within the junior class as well. We've had a few that we've lost, I'm afraid to say. Try and work out who they are very, very shortly, but it's very hard to take your eyes off the screen and look at the timing screen when there's such a close battle going on towards the front of the field. So top 3 just about together, but then you've got a long, long line behind that as well, all trying to be part of this leading battle. Still Luca Lystra that heads the field. He's managed to get his way back through whilst I've been talking. 2nd place still Tijman van der Helm. Then you've got Mike van Voot there in 3rd place. And then the rest of the pack all trying to get themselves up into the fighting trio out front. We've got about 10 cars all together out front here, so 10 cars as one as they work their way across the line. Someone just shortcutting the chicane there on that occasion. That looked to be number 20, which is Hugo Gazelle. So he's gone through but rejoined where he was as he left us last time through. But this is the fight out front. A great fight it is as well. Top two separated by, as you can see, pretty much nothing. Recorded on our timing screen as just a 1/10 of a second. Luca Leicester now just trying to get into a rhythm here to try and open up that gap and put a little bit of distance between himself and Tijman van der Helm. It's not going to work though, because Tijman van der Helm just looking for an inside run in towards turn number 9. But of course, when you attack, you've got to very defend as well, because if you start attacking, you're going to be under a lot of pressure from behind here. But Luca Leicester still heads the way. Tijman van der Helm there in second. Third place for Mike van Voogd. Fourth place now for Jason Ferrate. As onto the grass, kicking up the dust was our fifth place man, I think, Javier Hansemeyer. So he has just about held on to his 5th position, but almost lost it there as the top 4 come through. No Chatel once more. You got Tijman van der Helm now to the head of the field, trying to say to his teammate, work together, but Mike van Voogd doesn't want that. He goes down the inside line at turn 1. He takes over the lead of the race here in Spain for this first heat for the juniors, but can Tijman van der Helm now fight back? Not at turn number 3, he can't. But of course, there's plenty of passing opportunities to be had around this Lucas Guerrera circuit. For now, though, it's going to be Mike van Voogd that leads the way for the first time. Second now for Tijman van der Helm. Third place by the looks of it, just having a quick glimpse there, was still the poleman Luca Leicester, who now looks for the inside line at turn number 9 to get through into second place once more. He pushes wide the likes of Tijman van der Helm, so he now drops down to third place. Fourth place is Jason Ferrate, although I say that, he's just been passed by Javier Hansemeyer. He's now gone through after that slight excursion a lap ago, so he's now up into fourth place. Jason Ferrate sits in 5th. You've then got the likes of number 77, local lad Joseph Vea, up into 6th place now. So watch out for the Spaniard to see what he can do in the orange and white unique kart as they go across the line. Joseph Vea will be trying to push us down towards turn 1, the top 3, vying for some different positions once more. I don't think there's been a change from what we can see. No, it's still as they were across the line. Mike van Voogd that leads, Luca Leicester in second, and Tijman van der Helm sits third. Behind that now is Javier Hansemeyer, just trying to break away from our 5th place man, which is Jason Ferrate. And then again, the long line continues to grow as this race continues on. Just to update you very quickly on who we've lost from this race. Ali Largim is no further in it, and we've also lost Guilherme de Oliveira as well. We've lost those two from the race, unfortunately, but everyone else continues on their way. The 25 we now have that remain. I think the likes of Kobe Pauls and Christopher Sasha were involved in the incident down at turn 1 as well, but they are now down in 24th and 25th places. Meantime, back to the front, there's going to be another change here because Luca Leicester has got back to the head of the field, and also with him is going to go there, the number 13 machine of Tijman van der Helm. So Tijman has gone through on his teammate Mike van Voogd, and also with them now is going to be the Javier Hansemeyer kart number 36, up with the top 3. So it's 4 as 1. Quickest lap of the race you can see now has gone to Javier Hansemeyer, the man in 4th place, at 58.113. So Javier could be a potential winner of this first heat of the day for the juniors. They've only got a lap and a half to go as they work their way off the short straight down towards turn number 9. There is Luca Leicester in the green and white kart. You've got the 2 teammates behind then, Mike van Voogd and Tijman van der Helm. And then behind that, you've got Javier Hansemeyer, the quickest man on track at the minute. 4 as 1, down towards the penultimate corner, in towards the chicane they're about to go. Can Tijman van der Helm get through? Yes, he can. Down the inside line, I can tell you off screen. He's gone through into the lead of the race once more with 1 lap now to go as they cross the line. There's a lot of encouragement coming from the pit wall as they head their way down towards the first corner once more. The teammates trying to be together on track, which they are. That means that number 15 kart of Luca Leicester has been pushed wide. There's a bit of contact there. Out wide goes the kart of Mike van Voogd. That was, he's gone down to about 8th place in the space of 1 corner. So just like that again, we have lost one of our contenders for a win in this one, which now means that Tijman van der Helm leads the way. And off onto the grass has gone our pole man, Luca Leicester. He's gone off on the grass through the lights of turn 6 and 7. So Luca Leicester has now gone and blown it all away after looking to be a winner in this first heat. He's now going to be nowhere inside the top 10, I'm afraid to say. It does mean, though, we've still got a cracking fight up front. And Javier Hansemeyer is going to go to the lead of the race by the looks of it. He's got to the inside line of the Tijman van der Helm car, but I think he's just lost it again on the exit of the corner. So it's 3 as 1 in towards the final corner. It's going to be hard to call who's going to get it. It looks like Tijman van der Helm is just going to go and hold on to the checker flag, but here comes Javier Hansemeyer alongside across the line. He just loses out, and look at how upset Javier is with that, but still a great drive from Javier to come from 4th on the grid up into 2nd place and almost won the race as well. But what a cracking fight that was between a good 4 or 5 drivers out in front. But it is in the end going to be Tijman van der Helm who comes through to win, get this, by 56 thousandths of a second. You could not get much closer in karting world, and I can tell you now that Tijman van der Helm is going to be a very happy man after that first heat. He had to work hard from it from the second row, but of course the inside line favoured him most, and he managed to get through and take the first victory of the day for the juniors. And there are your results. 7 laps completed for JJ Racing's Tijman van der Helm. He wins by 56 thousandths of a second ahead of Javier Hansmeyer. 3rd place then for Jason Ferrate. 4th place was the Spaniard Josep Vea, and then behind that you got Marcel Chamax with Sylvester Alex Gervais in 6th. You got Mike Van Voot in the end dropping down to 7th place. Pietro Wisnicki ending up in 8th. 9th place went the way of Gazay Cesar. And Luca Lystra, the man who started from pole position after that last lap incident, drops himself down into 10th place. The rest of the order was Rick Bathorn, Alexander Desbiekian in 12th place, Mads Rice in 13th, Lewis Gilbert, the Brit, in 14th, Jan Malacek in 15th, Vladimir Eriksson in 16th, Luca Nurmi next up ahead of Hugo Gazil, Benz Tujon and Benz Valant round out your top